Good. Okay, you ready for me? Okay. I think you're on mute. Sorry, you're on mute, KJ.
Okay. I said you have to edit that part out.
You're good. Yeah, look. That's why I did this pre-recorded. So anything we say, don't worry about it. I will go back and edit it.
Okay.
So no issues at all. All right. So I'm gonna do my little mini introduction. So ladies and gentlemen, today we have Principal CEO KJ Haywood of Nomad Cyber Concepts. KJ, we're happy to have you on board for this awesome business trailblazer web series. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. So KJ, let's dive right into your business. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into your other questions of how you got started and others. So tell us about yourself first.
Well, I would say that I have right now under my belt about 25 plus years experience kind of in an array of businesses such as finance, healthcare, technology, and government. I launched my first management consulting firm in the San Francisco Bay Area many years ago and helped some other businesses start their security practices as well. So presently, Nomad Cyber Concepts, I am a co-founder of Nomad Cyber Concepts. That organization, I'll dive deep into what we do at a later time. But my background is highly diverse. I basically started and worked with Nomad Cyber Concepts because I come from a cybersecurity background. But my background is also highly diverse. So I've worked in as a human resources professional. I've worked as contract procurement professional. I've worked in a number of different fields and domains. So this is my last domain, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later, the field that I'm diving into. But right now, my focus is governance, risk, and compliance, cybersecurity, governance, risk, and compliance. So those are the services that part of the services offerings. So I come with some Fortune 500 company background and experience. And I would say for me, a little bit about my education is, believe it or not, I have a psychology degree.
Wow. Okay.
And I have a number of different certifications under my belt. But yeah, I practice as a therapist, as a psychologist. So here I am.
Diverse field, right?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
diverse
yeah,
field.
yeah.
Very good. So, like, I love hearing the procurement background. I too, man, contract management, the supply chain field. So that kind of piqued my interest there. But you've done a few different things to get to where you are now.
Yes, yeah. I would say from my experience, I started when for me to land in cybersecurity for the most part, and then begin a business with Nomad Cyber. It was difficult because there were very few women that worked in cybersecurity, let alone in governance, risk, and compliance, was a male-dominated field. Predominantly, it still is, but more so, 15, 20 years ago. So I came in an industry where cybersecurity governance wasn't very popular. However, the big fours, your Deloitte's, KPMG's, EY's, Ernst & Young, for those of you. So those organizations, and don't forget I said it's KPMG, EY, and Deloitte, and I think I'm missing one other. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm missing your other one.
Pricewater, is it?
PricewaterhouseCoopers. I'm sorry, I forgot about that one. My mother actually worked for them. So the PwCs and the EYs and the KPMGs and the Deloittes of the world We're offering governance, risk, and compliance from an audit perspective, right? As it related to SEC requirements, SOC requirements that are financial. So I have a heavy experience and background working for Wells Fargo, Bank of America, some heavy, Fortune 500 companies, but it didn't really exist from cyber and governance. So fast forward, we're in a whole different era. We're in a whole different domain now. And Nomad's cyber focus is artificial intelligence and governance. We offer artificial intelligence and governance, but we also offer the baseline of cybersecurity to support organizations that still have audit requirements for risk assessments and, security risk assessments that they have to undergo by their primary clients, so to speak, requirements. So we still support organizations from that perspective, but we've added offering of artificial intelligence and governance to our business offering at this point.
Very nice. So I imagine, especially given your field and your line of work and the services you provide, do you find yourself, I guess, in your busy seasons or constantly busy with, consulting for other businesses when it comes to AI governance?
AI governance is very new. So new that what has happened with the space that Nomad Cyber is landing in and many other startup companies that are emerging out of everywhere is that, and everyone's looking for seed money. For Nomad Cyber, our offering is one, we're not looking for seed money. Our offering is that we are trying to position ourselves as a company that offers an opportunity to partner with other organizations that already have larger scale clients where they are being mandated to offer artificial intelligence governance program designs, or what they call Chief AI Officers, CAIO. These are governmental mandates from the federal government, not state, and they're coming. And so what we're doing is positioning ourselves to partner with organizations that are mid-sized and large companies to say, hey, Nomad Cyber, we're interested in building a program. You've already done it. Can you tell us what that's like? And can you help us, guide us through that process? We have been audited. We have we have what they call controls, the cybersecurity controls in place, but now we've been informed that we need to offer artificial intelligence governance as a part of our existing program for cybersecurity, right? So it's a layer, an added layer and a requirement that's forthcoming to large scale organizations more or less first, and then the middleman is going to be hit because they're going to be trickling down and asking for that managed service provider to then offer something as well. And can you prove that you are designing machine learning models and that you're going through a full development life cycle that includes security as well as governance in that piece? So those are going to be requirements that are forthcoming. So we are really ahead of the curve in terms of getting in front of this. I am aware that Nomad Cyber and only a few others of us in the US that are offering this specifically, which is around governance. Most of our governance professionals in this industry are privacy officers, which are usually attorneys, which is great. And they've been holding everything down, basically. Our attorneys are CPOs, chief privacy officers. But now things are starting to shift, and it's unfair to ask them to get more acclimated to artificial intelligence and machine learning. Completely unfair, especially if they've been holding down organizations from a privacy and legal perspective.
Right. Okay. So from my understanding, so for us, it would be like information security. We have a whole department dedicated to that. So now the federal government is pushing down, no, we need AI governance. So would that be a whole nother department in itself, or they're mandating that these companies now just have policies and procedures around
It is, fortunately, it's easy. It's just a policy procedures that have to be designed around organizations, mid-sized to large, that can fund, right? Because you have to have funding in order to build machine learning models and test them properly, right? There's already guidelines and regulations around that. And we're offering an expertise in that area of understanding what the laws are, what the regulations are, what the cybersecurity aspects of artificial design is, modeling design, what that means if you're whether in robotics or if you're in finance or if you're in healthcare, right? And having someone come into your organization to assess what are you doing as it relates to machine learning models. Are you just using something that you purchased as a ChatGPT, or are you using Gemini? What are you using, right? Because all of these are in beta testing. We're test guinea pigs right now. The whole world is. So everything is changing at such a rapid pace that Nomad Cyber is saying, hey, we can offer you an opportunity to partner with us, talk with us about your clients, talk about what it is that you're doing, what you have done as it relates to compliance. Let's overlay that with artificial intelligence and look at where your risk may lie based upon how you are integrating machine learning models into your own business ecosystem.
Very good. So I guess next question then, so given that, how are you looking to make an impact for other companies out there? If we have
The
an answer.
primary thing is for them to get ahead and ensure that they are implementing machine learning models designed properly, number one. So if that means a person on our team has to come in and consult and provide some oversight of governance, ensuring, right, that there is some governance layers of the design of the model for the entire life cycle of that model design, then we can offer that, right? Or if it is, we need to develop policies and procedures as it relates to a client that we have, let's say a Blue Cross Blue Shield client, and we are a third party of that Blue Cross Blue Shield client, but we are interested in embedding machine learning into our existing platform. But we are now required, because they are a healthcare organization, that we have some guidelines, guardrails, policies, and procedures that are taking us through that process, because they're asking us to have that. Otherwise, we're going to lose that client. So it's to the degree of just, again, on overlay. It's not that complex. I mean, governance, risk, and compliance has been around for decades, probably longer than I've been alive. So it's been around a long time. It's just that adding artificial intelligence experts that, you know, Nomad Cyber can offer is what our offering is. Individuals who've worked in the space of cybersecurity, understand, you know, software development life cycles, understand cloud security, understand infrastructure and architecture. We're talking about security architects, and understanding how businesses operate, right? And what their bottom line is and what they want to use those models for, so that they can, you know, be competitive, you know, in the marketplace, but also be safe at the same time.
Right. So in line of, so this is courses of forever moving, ever changing landscape right now, so fluid. How do you stay up to date on just the ongoings of AI? Is it certifications? Are you the news, the new technology coming out? How do you stay up to date?
That's a great question. So what I teach a course called cybersecurity, cyber psychology. It's a very unique course. There are very few organizations, or I should say institutes, that teach this course, but there is a couple in Washington, D.C., because it was birthed out of Department of Defense. Cyber psychology is birthed out of that domain. So I teach this course, and in that course, I always tell my students the same thing. If you are interested in anything on cutting edge, you are going to, if you're in technology, you are going to be learning as a longtime student forever. you never stop learning, you never stop growing. Cybersecurity has pivoted quite a bit over the last 20 plus years. So those who have been in this industry for a long time, longer than I have, because I've only been in the cyber domain for about 11 years, but those who've been here longer, they're constant learners. But it's a thing. Like, I mean, people, not everything is for everybody.
Right.
So I would always, encourage anyone, whether you're pivoting your careers or whether you are doing your own business and you want to do cloud security, or if you want to do pen testing, you're constantly learning, because every organization is set up differently. Every organization is using different tools and different solutions. So you definitely want to constantly learn. AI is no different than that. There's no difference. It's just that it's moving at such a rapid pace that many of us humans can't really keep up with the amount of information that's being pushed out. Some misinformation, right? That's being pushed out there. So our goal at Nomad Cyber Concepts is to make sure that we get ahead of those organizations to ensure that they're getting the correct information, that they can be competitive, and make money as fast as possible, but as safe as possible, and to protect them from regulators who could fine them if they're not doing things properly, So yeah, it's a constant learning.
No, understood. Look, I would hope so. And that sounds very, very, I'm not say tedious, but it's, it says ongoing learning is needed, but that's the work that's called for. So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, our we have a group of geeks. So we don't, it's just like, if you've met a group of attorneys, they can rattle off, I have a sister who's an attorney, so they can rattle off, and cite regulations like the top of their head, but for them, they love it. So this is a very unique feel in that concept, is you've got to really enjoy what you do and enjoy the research.
that's it. So would you be able to provide us the link for your course if you're still offering that for those who would like to take
The cyber psychology courses at Collin College. I would have to go to the site itself and grab it, but they are still offering cyber psychology. I'm taking a break. And I'll tell the audience why I'm taking a break. I'm taking a little bit of a break. But the course cyber psychology is offered at Collin College. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be offered, but I would say definitely, if you can just take that course. I don't think there's a prerequisite. I think that is a prerequisite course. It's a GE. So anyone from the community can take that course. And I do plan to return back to teaching in the fall, but there might be some changes on my end with what I will be teaching in the fall. So.
No, good. Just so we can put that information out there for those who are interested in the field itself. How can they, go and apply? But I'll put that link out there.
Yeah, Collin College.
Okay, Collin.
In Frisco, based out of Frisco, Texas. But there is the McKinney campuses, right? I think there's a campus in McKinney and Frisco, and I know I'm missing like 2 other campuses out that way, because I'm still learning Texas. So.
Okay. So let me ask, I guess, a few other questions before we go. One, your business is located in the DFW Metroplex?
Yeah, our headquarters is Grapevine, Texas.
Okay.
So yeah, we're headquartered in Grapevine. Presently, we are looking at moving to Arlington, Texas, because Arlington is about to explode. So I'm excited about that, being a resident of the city of Arlington. So really excited about that. But yeah, we're based in Arlington, and I think what we could do is put the business address into the chat. I can throw that in the chat real quick.
Okay.
So that people have access.
And if you want, if you can drop in just any contact information there, so I'll repost that to the actual video page, if you will.
Okay, all right. And I'll drop in my LinkedIn page as well.
Okay.
I'll add that. I'll add my LinkedIn page as well to the chat.
And if I can, I will find a way to put this on LinkedIn as well, just to make sure this gets out to the business world, not just the public Facebook pages and all that.
Thank you.
Of course, of course.
Okay, we thank you. Okay, so I just added my LinkedIn, and I think that's make sure that first one went through, because I just copied and pasted from, I think, one of my pages. I just want to make sure that that's the correct link. If you can just test that link, that'll be great.
Yep, let me do that. So there's one. That is the Zoom meeting for some reason. Okay, the first link is trying to open a Zoom meeting. I'm not sure why.
Okay, then that is not the link. So let me give you the correct link to the business site.
Yep.
Let me grab that.
I do have your LinkedIn.
Okay. All right, so that should work. And see, I want to go back to your question about certifications, because that's really important. I'll wait till we're done.
KJ, I really do enjoy your line of work. So when me working in as a contract manager with Globe Life, I work closely with third-party risk management, is what we used to call their department, but management. But this is her department. Veronica Daniels is our director of third-party risk now, third-party management. So yeah, she's going through all of some of all of this.
Yeah, third-party risk management is that's my wheelhouse. So I can certainly relate.
Okay, so I have both links, so they work great.
Okay.
We can go back for a moment, back to talk about certifications for those who are interested.
So for Nomad Cyber, because we're pivoting to AI governance, I will share in the chat with your audience. There is a new certification that I want people to check out, and it is through IAPP. They have recently launched an AI governance global certification that is going to become the industry standard for any professional that is in this domain, AI governance. It is already making a huge positive storm. They just had a conference in DC, and we're able to issue the certification to individuals who took the exam, passed the exam, and that was just only last week. So I would highly encourage, if you are individuals who are mid-sized to large companies, definitely check out this certification, especially if you're looking at engaging a permanent staff for that. Or again, these are things that we would share anyway to our clients. But this AI governance, it's called AIGP, is going to be really a part of the new wave of certifications in AI governance. There are quite a few certifications that are being developed now, but they are not certifications. They are certificates. And they're through ISCA, ISACA, ISC squared. And those are also two major global institutes that are putting out certifications. And there are other universities throughout the country that are pushing out certificates. But presently, because it's so new, the certifications around AI, this is the first one globally. So I'm really proud. So I'm pushing that because I've been fortunate enough to be a part of the team of writers for our practice exam for that. So I'm really excited about the work that our team has done behind the scenes to push this out.
Well, good. Thank you for that information. And yes, I will go ahead and like I said, put that in the chat as well for those who are interested to know. Very good.
Thanks.
Yes, ma'am. Now, let's see where we are. Okay, so this last 2 points. So
Mhm.
AJ, your goals you have for the future. Let's talk about that as far as Nomad is concerned, and then yourself.
Okay, as far as Nomad is concerned, definitely increasing our partnership line, definitely looking at that. So if you are an organization, whether regardless of your size, regardless of your industry, and you're looking at partnering with an organization for consultative services around the building an AI governance program that is affordable, definitely hit up Nomad Cyber so we can talk to you about what you're doing in your organization and see what we can do to help you. As far as and so we're looking at doing that with organizations across the country. We're not just we're based in Grapevine, Texas, but we're national. So regardless of where you're located in the country, we're definitely open to having a conversation with you. If, as far as personal, I'm working on a very exciting project that I cannot share, but I expect that it is going to be a game changer for this industry. So I'm super excited about that project. I wish I could tell everybody about it, but I can't. But I'm excited about that project, and that's a personal project of mine. That's my baby project. And I'm also teaching, as I mentioned, and I've been recently engaged with working with some organizations, and I'll say educational institutes. I can't name those yet, but working with some educational institutes that are looking at building AI certificate educational programs for our communities here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'm very excited about working with those educational institutions as well from the back end. And I look forward to teaching AI in the near future as well. So those are some nuggets that I can throw out for right now.
Now, look, that's more than enough. We'll all say best of luck with your future endeavors. We know you're excited and look forward to seeing what's coming.
Definitely.
All right, then,
Yeah.
KJ, any last words you have for any other entrepreneurs out there?
Well, okay, I am a Zeta, so let's start there. Zeta Phi
Yes,
Beta.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And so one of our biggest, our principles, right, is scholarship and service. And so I'm a big proponent on paying it forward. I'm a big believer on community development and community partnerships. So I want to say that anyone out there, whether you are starting your career in artificial intelligence, whether you're starting your career in technology, whether you're starting your career in other fields, that know that if you are over a certain age, that it's just a number. And I want you to be encouraged because artificial intelligence is my fifth career. So I just want to I want others to be encouraged that regardless of where you are at this state in your life, in your career, whether you're just getting started or whether you're new, I would encourage, particularly if you are a new business owner, don't give up, right? Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up. Don't look at your age and go, well, I'm too young or I'm too old to start something. Just believe in yourself. And I'm a big proponent on that. Educate yourself. Know what you're doing. Make sure that you have clear guidelines and goals for yourself, and hold yourself accountable and walk through life with some level of integrity, because that's really important for our business, is that we hold ourselves at high levels of integrity when we do business. So sometimes you have to turn that business away if you're working with people who are not a good fit, right, as it relates to integrity. So that's really important. So those are my little few, nuggets that I want to kind of share, especially with my sorority brothers and sisters out there, my Sigma brothers and my Zeta sisters who are doing some incredible work in the US. So I'm so proud of them
Yes, ma'am.
and proud to be a Zeta.
Thank you. And look, Sora, once again, thank you very much for, like I said, being able to do the interview, hopping on, and just imparting your wisdom to the next generation, but also the future entrepreneurs out there.
Mhm.
So once again, we wish you the best of luck in your endeavors, and especially for the future of Nomad Cyber Concepts. So thank you.
That's right. Zeta Phi Beta all the way.
Yeah. Thank you, Sora.
Okay, thank you, Fred. Have a great evening.
All right. All right. That was it. Easy.
Okay,
Easy.
awesome.
So like I said, I'll go
Okay,
back.
so
cut
you
and
got
paste.
some things that you can play with that you can edit. That's awesome.
Plenty. Did you want to
So
add anything else before I officially stop
I'm
recording?
trying to see what success you've been seeing in your career, future outlooks for your company. You answer that, background for your company. I do want to answer. I don't know how you're going to do this, but for those organizations, because we just did the last part, if
Mhm.
we add something to it right now, then that's gonna be a part of the last piece of it, right? So if we
No,
add
no.
something now, no, you can insert it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. So like I said,
you're that
anything we say, so I'll do this for my own podcast as well, personally.
okay.
When I go back, cut and paste videos, it'll all
Okay.
flow smoothly. So
Wow, you're good.
yeah, I know
Okay,
what
look
to
at
do.
you. All right, Fred. Okay, I'm scared of you. Okay.
I got you.
So if that's the case, then I do want to go back to what success have you seen in your career,
Yeah,
so that I can share with individuals who are looking to move their careers into something else, and talk a little bit about how I did it,
sure.
right? If that's okay.
No, perfect. Even better.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we're KJ. Let's talk about what successes you've had in your career thus far. Rephrase that. So let's talk about what successes you've had in your career thus far.
Oh, okay. So, Nomad Cyber Concepts, being a co-owner, and this being my second business and being a partnership with other businesses that have flourished over the last 20 years. Uh, I would say because I work in the cybersecurity space, and have been for the last decade, I would say my biggest wins have been helping and coaching people and watching them grow. That is something that no amount of money can be gifted to me,
Mhm.
that I've been able to watch people excel in this cybersecurity domain, bringing women into this space and encouraging them, bringing my brothers and sisters into this space, and watching them and encouraging them. That has to me been the biggest win. I've had great positions, I've had great titles. I have had so much success that I have felt always intuitively of again believing that I need to, bring people with me in that space, right? If I have something to offer, I need to gift, my skills, my experience, my knowledge to others. And coaching and supporting individuals, regardless of their ethnic background, regardless of their age. My present mentees are all over the board. They're all over the board. But to watch them be successful is definitely been a huge highlight for my career. Uh, all the other successes are great, but being impactful to somebody's personal life,
Mhm.
that's priceless.
All right. No, perfect. Well said. Like nothing like the joy of teaching others. So understood. Understood. All right. Anything else?
I can't think of anything, not unless you
No, you did.
can.
Look, you did really, really well. I got more than I could
Good,
work with. Yeah,
good,
this is perfect. Yes,
good,
I'll
good,
definitely
good.
go back. I think how much time do you have recorded? Tell me. It won't say. Either way, so what I normally do, I just try to chop it down to at least, I'm gonna say
Okay.
under 15 minutes if I can.
Mhm.
But if the content's that great and it has to be 20 and 25, then I'm gonna
The
leave it right
content is really that good because people gonna want to
there.
know. You come on, Fred.
Yes,
They
yeah,
gonna be like,
it
what?
is.
And she look like what?
Right?
And she does what?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
hey.
yeah, I want to talk to her. I want to
So
talk to her
I'm gonna do
because
a whole promotion for you as well.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? Give me 2 seconds. Let me do one thing. Do you want me
Okay.
to use the picture on your profile that you have, or can I screenshot you as you are now?
Screenshot me here. It's
Okay,
fine.
so let me do
Just
that.
let me know when you do it so I can smile or something. Or
Okay,
pretend like I'm smiling.
let's see if this will work for me. All right. Yep, it paused. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and smile, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Okay, there's one. Let me save this and we'll do it again just to make sure.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Mhm.
You have to say 1, 2, 3 or something.
All
It's been a while. I haven't modeled in umpteen years, so
right. Well, you're a model too? That one on your resume.
yeah. No, exactly. Because I was horrible.
Hold on, hold on. Okay, so there's one. Okay. Nope. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
What? It's not taken?
No, no, you're good. I have to actually, I'm actually screen grabbing this. So
Is it taking?
it is, it took it. I have to actually go and
Okay.
highlight you out. So let me show you,
Okay.
I can show you what it looks like.
Yeah, you can, because you can share screen. You know
Uh-huh.
I know that.
Yep. I got it.
Okay, no,
Yep, yep. See, that's why I took more.
no.
Hold on. And because this isn't a grand camera type screenshot, it's
But
definitely
the image came through pretty well, though. I'm impressed with that.
okay. Here's the other one. So once again, yeah, let's try it again.
We'll have to do that again. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
you're good. Good.
yeah. Okay.
I want to get a good one just for the. If I could put a thumbnail on here.
Okay. Just let me know when.
Okay.
And if it's, I can just take off my glasses too, you know? That would
Whatever
be
you want to
probably,
do.
yeah. And then I can't see you, but I can at least do that. And there's no glare that you have to deal with.
Sure. All right. So I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then I'll have you hold again.
Okay.
All right. So 3, 2, 1. Nope. It's not gonna work. Okay. Try it again one more time. Three.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right. That might be it. Hold on.
All right.
We'll find out. Once.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Except yeah, I like that one. That was a good one.
All right. How you get the lighter skin tone? Because look, mine's man, not helping me over here.
The what?
You know, spotlight. My light.
I have lighting in here, but I can dim it. I mean, you'd also can change the shading of the photo, which I would appreciate so I don't look so, I know I'm light, but I'm not that light. I'm light, but I ain't that. You met me in person. I'm light, but I ain't that
Right.
light.
Let me see. Hmm.
You gotta save it. You have to save that to your
Yeah.
desktop in order to do the lighting on there.
Actually, I think I do both. I do both. So KJ3. Okay, so there's that. There's also that here.
Mhm.
Now I'm not used to doing any of this, so
Go to your edit. Go to your edit. Because you have Microsoft Office, right?
no, this is the Microsoft Windows computer, but I don't have Office 360.
Okay. All right. So can you go to your edit?
Mhm. It's just your cut, copy, paste.
Okay. It's almost better for you to save it and send it to your phone because it'll be so much easier for you to edit it from your phone. You can edit the photo from the phone.
Yep, I'll do that then.
Yeah,
So,
because that will be, you'll be able to do that within seconds.
yeah,
Because you're already familiar with your phone apps and, that.
and let me do that.
Yeah. And then that way you can send it back to yourself.
Yep, and I'll send it to you as well, just to.
I haven't taken any more. I haven't taken any new photos. It's been a while. I will. It's just not a priority right now.
Understood. Yes. Okay. Like I said, I'll release this later on. So I'm gonna do a whole promotion for it. So we'll
Okay.
let people know it's coming, giving them a heads up. Probably
I
about a week
appreciate
before.
that. I
Then-
really do. That's gonna help me a great deal.
Mhm.
It really is. I
That's what-
really do appreciate that.
that's what we should- all right, so I'm sending this to myself so I can work on it. I also sent it to you just so you'll have it.
Okay. Okay. You talking about the photo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mm.
That should do it. So actually, I'm gonna stop recording this before it gets too long.
Oh, yeah. I thought you stopped a long time ago.
Uh-uh.
We just talking.
Right.
You can delete all of that other